The €1 million prize awaited by Alcaraz and Sinner. Roland Garros announces a historic prize pool increase of 9.5%. Double success for Jannik Sinner. This Sunday, the Italian was crowned champion of the Monte Carlo Masters 1000 after defeating Carlos Alcaraz in the final. A major boost in many ways, because besides the title, the world number 1 ranking was also at stake. With the 1,000 points awarded to the winner, Sinner will surpass Alcaraz in the world rankings this Monday. The rewards also extend financially. For his victory in the Principality of Monaco, the player from San Candido will take home the largest share of a total prize pool of more than €6 million, €6,128,940. In total, Sinner will earn €974,370, significantly more than his opponent in the final, Alcaraz, who earned €532,120. With Roland Garros just around the corner, tournament director Amélie Mauresmo has revealed some of the new features. The main change concerns the prize pool, which increases by 9.5%, reaching nearly €62 million, the largest in the tournament's history. The clay court season has already begun, and Roland Garros has announced some updates for this year's edition, including a prize pool that has increased by 9.5%, reaching €61,723,000 to be distributed among all participants. This prize pool particularly benefits players in the qualifying rounds and the early stages of the tournament. The winner of the tournament will receive €2,800,000, compared to €2,550,000 last year. Latest update on Carlos Alcaraz: cancels training in Barcelona due to wrist issue. Despite having reserved a court this Wednesday between 12 o'clock and 1400 hours, local time, to prepare for his round of 16 match at the Barcelona Open Bank Sabadell Trofeo Conde de Godó against Czech player Thomas Macaque, Carlos Alcaraz ultimately chose to stay at the hotel undergoing physiotherapy to treat discomfort in his right wrist. The world number 2 required medical assistance during his debut match on Tuesday against Finland's Otto Virtanen, 6-4, 6-2, due to issues with that wrist. He has decided not to overload the area ahead of Thursday's match against Macaque, currently ranked 47th in the ATP standings. Alcaraz downplayed the issue, stating after his opening match in Barcelona that these are recurring discomforts with no major consequences, attributing them to the heavy match load on clay courts, one of the most physically demanding surfaces. Thus, the two-time Godó champion, 2022 and 2023, will not train today in Barcelona, just as he did not on Monday, when he arrived at the tournament after losing the Monte Carlo Masters 1000 final to Jannik Sinner. Carlos Alcaraz raises concerns at the Conde de Godó with an injury. The Spaniard reached the round of 16, but not without concern. He struggled to close out the first set against Otto Virtanen, ranked 130th in the world, and alarm bells rang when he requested medical assistance at 5-4 in the first set. Something in his right arm was preventing him from returning comfortably, and the Finnish player began to create more problems. After receiving treatment and a bandage hidden under his wristband, Alcaraz finally managed to break serve and win the first set. The second set was different, but he still didn't look fully comfortable, making errors at times, such as when, leading 2-0, he allowed Virtanen to recover the break. Fortunately, Virtanen quickly ran out of energy and began making mistakes, allowing Alcaraz to seal the victory and move into the round of 16. He now has 48 hours to rest and recover from discomfort that will be assessed further to prevent it from worsening. Awaiting him in the round of 16 is another tough opponent, Thomas Macaque. Carlos Alcaraz explains his discomfort at the Conde de Godó. Alcaraz openly explained what happened. Asked about the potential injury, he said, "These are discomforts that come up. I've played many matches in a short period, with little rest between them. Coming here, with the travel and limited preparation, always generates small issues that you have to manage as best as possible. After this, I'll meet with my team, my physio will evaluate it, but I feel it's nothing serious and that we'll be able to play on Thursday." Will Carlos Alcaraz push himself to regain world number 1? After his debut, the question arises, will he push through if the discomfort continues? Alcaraz made it clear why he is in Barcelona this year, stating before his match against Virtanen, "I've seen that I need to win the tournament here if I want to regain number 1. The battle for number 1 between Jannik and me is very nice and probably an extra motivation." However, he also emphasized that being number 1 is not his main goal, but rather to stay on the path and keep improving to become more competitive. He also expressed his admiration for Sinner, who serves as a reference for his development. "He's one of the players who makes me aware of my weaknesses and helps me improve every day." After his impressive debut against Jaume Munar, 6-1, 6-2, Rafa Jodar will take center stage this Wednesday, 1600 hours, in the first of two round of 16 days at the Barcelona Open. Karen Khachanov, world number 14, was expected to be his opponent, but the Russian lost 6-3, 6-4, to Camilo Ugo Carabelli, 64th, who will now face the 19-year-old Spaniard. Jodar recently dominated the Argentine in Marrakesh semifinals, 6-2, 6-1, on his way to his first ATP title. I don't set expectations. I just focus on myself. There will be expectations, but I'll focus on my game. I'm the same person whether I win or lose, said Jodar. I don't put pressure or goals on myself. I take things step by step and follow my own path without comparing myself. Pressure doesn't help. I feel great and things are moving quickly, but I still have a lot of room to improve. The Madrid-born player's rapid rise has not gone unnoticed, including by Alcaraz, who praised his compatriot. For me, Rafa is a great player. I've followed him, and he's entered the circuit very quickly. He was a sparring partner in the Davis Cup, and I saw what he was capable of. Then in Australia this year, I trained with him and saw even more of his level. What he's achieved since then is impressive. I'm really happy for him. He's an exceptional person on and off the court, with great values. Above all, he's very calm. I wish him all the best. Alcaraz also mentioned Martin Landalus. They'll help each other improve and move forward. They have a great future. Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz will look to maintain their dominance in Grand Slams next month at Roland Garros, where they headline a strong field. They played one of the matches of the century in last year's Paris final, where Alcaraz saved 3 match points in a memorable fifth-set comeback. Together, they have won the last 9 Grand Slam titles, including Alcaraz's victory at the Australian Open in January, making him the youngest man to complete the career Grand Slam. Sinner will attempt to match that feat by winning Roland Garros, the only Grand Slam missing from his resume. Alexander Zverev, 2024 finalist, and Novak Djokovic, 3-time champion, are also among the participants. Djokovic, finalist at this year's Australian Open, aims for a record 25 Grand Slam titles. The entry list includes all top 10 players in the ATP rankings, such as Felix Auger-Aliassime, Ben Shelton, Alex de Minaur, and Taylor Fritz. Last season, Lorenzo Musetti became the first Italian to reach at least the semifinals of all 3 Claycourt Masters 1000 tournaments and Roland Garros in the same year. He won the first set against Alcaraz in their semifinal but retired due to injury early in the 4th set. Daniil Medvedev completes the top 10 lineup, with his best Roland Garros results being 4th round appearances in 2022 and 2024. And that's all for today's video. The clay season is heating up, the battle between Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner is more intense than ever, and with Roland Garros just around the corner, we're about to witness some of the most exciting matches of the year. From rising stars to legendary champions, every tournament is bringing new surprises, big moments, and stories you don't want to miss. This season could define the future of tennis, and we'll be here covering every key point, every rivalry, and every title fight. So if you're passionate about tennis and want to stay up to date with all the latest news, match analysis, and behind-the-scenes stories, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.